My name is Lauren Duggar, and I've been coming since I was 8, so this is my 15th year at Jamie and Skid's Camp. Whenever I was 8, I was very shy and reserved, and the things that I had gone through before I started coming to camp, I never wanted to talk about them because I felt like no one understood, and the people who were asking me questions, it was like everyone knew how I was supposed to feel when they didn't know how I felt. And so whenever I came here and I was surrounded by people who were in the exact same boat as I was, I found it a lot easier to open up here, and it like lifted a whole load off of my shoulders to be able to like get all of that off my chest. And I've met some of my best friends here just because of how we've related. Like Mace is one of my best friends, someone I talk to almost every day. My best friend from school, she comes with me now. So it's really impacted me, and honestly I would say it's impacted me more as a champ now that I'm older, and it's kind of like a pride thing to express like whenever you're like feeling down or things. But being here as an adult, it's helped me be able to like express my feelings and cope with things that I've been through, even things I didn't accept that had happened to me. So a lot of my campers, I like to know before they come like what their stories are, and so I kind of know ahead of time what they've been through, but they don't know what I've been through, and so it's kind of like something I can almost use to my advantage whenever they're struggling. Sometimes just being here like brings out the emotions of things that they've been through. And so when I have a camper saying they dealt with like abuse at home, like that's something that I went through too, or they lost a sibling, I went through that too. And so it's like they always seem shocked whenever they see that I've gone through these things too, because most of what they see is me dancing around in the rally room or listening to music or doing activities with them. So it's kind of like, it's almost like being a role model to them. Like they can see that it's okay to like break down and cry, because I'm probably the most sensitive person here, and so anytime I'm like in that situation talking about them, I start crying. And so it kind of shows them that it's okay to like express your feelings and like accept what you're feeling, and also like have fun. Like you don't have to feel guilty for having fun when bad things are happening to you. This was for 100% my safe place whenever I was little. So I think it is just a unique place. You don't hear about camps like this where all of the kids who have gone through trauma and that's what they bond over. I think like the easiest way to explain it to other people is the way you come here is kind of like it would be a grief camp, but this isn't a grief camp. We come here to have fun, and sure, sometimes grieving does happen here, but for the most part it's to have fun. And I think like a lot of campers don't know what to expect when they come here. Some of them don't know why they come here until they get here. And so I think it's just unique because there's not really anything like it, and the bonds and the friendships that we make here, like they last a lifetime. There's so many people here that I want in my wedding and things like that I couldn't imagine like not having them in my life. One highlight at one of my campers, when she first got here, she did not want to be here. She did not like me because I was in charge of her and having to tell her what to do. And she was very defiant and just not wanting to listen, not wanting to do anything the group was doing. And after a day or so of like being around us, it was kind of like she learned that we were here for her, and we were here to make sure she was having fun and to make sure she was safe. And it was like she realized she could trust us, and from there she completely did a 180, and now she's having the best time. She is conquering all of her fears. She's terrified of everything, but she still does it, and she comes and she tells us like how cool it was to do it even though she was scared. And she's always talking to us and wanting to sit by us at the cafeteria or during rally. And so that's probably the best thing I like to see, is when they really come out of their shell. I went through, like, I was a camper and then I was an intern and I've been a champ, but in the last year I've kind of taken on like an administrative role, and Kim, I've been her assistant for the last 6 months preparing for camp, and so a lot of responsibility has been on me, and even here I'm kind of playing 2 roles, being a champ and trying to help with like the admin side of things. And but I always told Kim I'm always willing to help, and so when her assistant position like became open, I told her I can do it. And so I've actually been working 2 jobs, and I was going to school, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm so glad to help, and I enjoy being in the behind the scenes and stuff. I run our social media and our website and things like that, and all the paperwork before camp. Coming here actually kind of like brought out like a passion for helping children that I didn't know I had. I just graduated from LSU in May with a bachelor's degree in child and family studies. And whenever I went to college, I was originally an animal science major because I planned to go to vet school. And after my first semester of college, I kind of realized that wasn't what I wanted to do. And since I'd wanted to do it for so long, it was kind of hard for me to accept that maybe this isn't the direction that God is pulling me in. And so I changed to social work, or with a concentration of child and family studies. And now I just accepted a job as a teacher and coach. So this camp really impacted my life. It helped me choose my career path, and that I'm just really thankful.